I went to the dogs to the groomers down that road, and then ALS next door, and we wanted a garden done.
Yeah. Also, our daughter's partner knew someone there, didn't they?
Yes, they did, didn't they? Somebody did.
Can't remember who they remembered.
Yeah, they did
Ricky?
actually. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, they did.
They recommended.
Then we come and see Adam, and we arranged to have the plan done, which was great. Ricky come round and surveyed the garden, which was fantastic. Looked at everything. Spent 2 or 3 hours there, really, didn't he? Landscaping it all out, working it out. Then off they went and done a plan. Few weeks, was it weeks?
I can't remember.
A few weeks later, we went into ALS, met Adam, had a coffee with him, and discussed about what we liked and what we didn't like. And the plans were set, really. Yeah.
It was a smooth transition for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very smooth, really.
We didn't really know what we wanted, but we knew we needed to change it to be easier for us to cope with. And we couldn't see anything. We didn't really have many preferences, only no pond and
we needed a bigger patio area.
Yeah, easy.
Which is done. We wanted easy bedding, easy plants, so we didn't have too much work to do, as I've retired now.
Yeah, and they just did the drawings.
Brilliant. We ended up with a gold, silver and bronze one. We thrashed them out a bit with them. About want this, want that, didn't want this, didn't want that. Took that off, took this off, which worked out great. And then we ended up with the gold one, and we still adjusted some bits on the gold one. There was all metal work around. We didn't want the metal work. We changed the brickwork things, which was brilliant. Everything we wanted, they're done. We didn't shop around a lot. We were very happy with what we saw when we come to see you. Very professional. You broke it down in the fact that we paid initially for the survey, which was good, and then you were quite willing with us to take that to someone else, which showed a bit of confidence in yourselves. Yeah, which I run a business, and I see confidence is the biggest thing that works with me with a business. People who are confident in their product, and you seem confident in your product. And through the time of seeing all your people here and that, you're justified. Your builders and bricklayers and turf layers and whatever you want to call them were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't wish for better, really. They're a credit to your company. Yeah. No, great. Yeah, they were great, weren't they? They made sure that, I mean, they weren't bashing noisy or anything like that, and they always come to see us and told us what they were doing that day, what they were going to do, or what they were trying to achieve that day. Whether they achieved it or not was another matter, but I mean, the weather messed them up a couple of days, but they still worked around that. Yeah. Worked Saturdays and later on to make the time up, which was brilliant.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Yep. They kept the front tidy when they drove up with the lorries. Everything was, they were always conscientious of what they were, you know, where they were, what they were parking, tidying the front. If any of the neighbours had an issue, they would sort that out.
We spoke to one of the neighbours this morning, didn't we? And they said, fantastic. They said, didn't even know you were there, really, other than the amount of vans out the front, but there was no noise or shouting or,
But no.
No, brilliant.
I definitely recommend.
No, brilliant.
The nice part about it is you've got different areas to sit at different times. And that's what we wanted, really. So this is when the sun comes around, we can be in separate areas. And we've got this nice big area here for the table and the entertainment and the children, the grandchildren. It's safe for the grandchildren too. Had all the corners sort of smoothed round, so that was safe for the kids.
Grandchildren love it already. They've been round and charging round and round in circles. They can run round the paths, which was brilliant. Yeah. No, it's all worked very well. We were quite pleased with it. It took a while. Well, I mean, it would take a while. I think they were saying you moved knocking on 100 tonne of dirt come out of here, which is a lot of ground to move. Yeah. And it all went by a barrow.
I know.
Which was quite amusing, watching them do. But,
awesome.
Yeah. No, brilliant. And when it come to virtually the end, we got in contact with Frosts, the garden people, the plant people, and they come round and they were really knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad I don't understand Latin, but there you go. But they've done a great choice of plants and things, and All got planted.
Yeah, he listened to what we wanted, didn't he?
Looked good, didn't it?
No.
No. No, I don't. Don't think so at all. Yeah.
Nothing we'd change.
Make the bed smaller.
Yeah, less planted.
No, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We're well happy with it. Yeah, well happy with it all. I was quite happy with that because, I mean, be honest, I thought I was going to be in recovery now, but I was quite happy with the fact that if I come back and all your workmen was still here, they'd have been considerate and not made a lot of noise and looked after it. I mean, every day they were saying, have you heard anything? How you doing, Dave? Have you heard anything? What's going on? And all that lot. They were very caring and, yeah, trying to see what was going on, weren't they?
The other thing about the chaps as well, that was Elliot and Craig and them, they knew certain things, so they advised us on certain, if we didn't know what to put somewhere, like the stones and that, he went, well, there's this really nice panda, it's called, and we were like, oh, that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
So he said, they'll look really nice there. It'd be nice when we can get all the family round to have a big barbecue outside on the terrace.
All we've got to do now is just order a table, get a table sorted.
Yeah.
But the whole experience for ALS and the garden as it is fantastic, right from the beginning to the end. And all we've got to do now is hope for the great weather to come through and we can enjoy it.
Yeah. Get kids
brilliant.
round.
Yeah. Kids will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be brilliant.